Hello, I'm Rebecca Ladner and honored to participate in the Democratic response to Governor Bryant's speech. Tonight, Mississippi Democrats will provide you with the facts rather than the rhetoric. Republican leaders have taken us down a road of underfunded schools, underpaid workers, high unemployment rates, crumbling infrastructure. Mississippi Democrats offer a better way forward. We know the truth is important to you and that tough decisions lie ahead of us. When you see the facts, you will agree the Republican leaders' talking points simply aren't true. What they are really up to in Jackson isn't in the best interest of Mississippi's working families.
The indictments on the Gulf Coast in North Mississippi and within the Department of Corrections have opened our eyes to just how easy it is to rig the system and illegally steal taxpayer money. Those in charge in Jackson, both elected and appointed, are allowing this activity. Lucrative contracts are given to their friends without any oversight. There is currently no bidding process for contractors to get our taxpayer money. Democrats are fighting to stop these abuses at the state and local level. It is time for a full accounting from the Republican leaders of everyone who's getting taxpayer money. That's why Democrats in the legislature have filed the Stop Corruption Act. Join us in holding Republican leaders accountable. Tell them to join us in quickly passing the SCA to stop these practices.
Mississippi hospitals are cutting back employees and services, and some are even forcing patients like Medicare recipients and veterans to seek health care somewhere other than their local hospital. These cuts are a result of the refusal of our leaders to request the return of federal tax dollars that are now being sent back to Washington. The insurance exchange favored by Governor Barbour and then later created by Commissioner Cheney has been shut down. This would all mean $3 million a day of new money to our state.
The Republican political spin about job creation is just that, spin. Despite what you've heard Governor Bryant say, Mississippi has 41,000 fewer jobs than we had in 2007. This despite the fact that the population has grown by over 230,000. Democrats have a plan to immediately create jobs without raising taxes or spending money out of the rainy day fund. Simply repay the Department of Transportation the $30 million that was borrowed in 2009 to balance the budget. Repaying this loan would provide the capital to create what would be the equivalent of 9 jobs per mile of roads paved or repaired as we fix our roads and bridges. More than $200 million in excess revenue has been collected this year, and it should be used to make badly needed repairs to our roads and bridges that our children and our families have to travel over. Mississippi Democrats believe any plan to create jobs should transcend party lines. All we ask is our Republican colleagues, let's stop spinning false and inflated job numbers and join us in actually creating real jobs.
Over 200,000 Mississippi voters signed a petition to allow a vote on a constitutional amendment directing the legislature to fund our public schools. We all know that when the legislature refuses to fund public education, the responsibility falls on us at the local level to fund our schools through higher taxes on cars, homes, and businesses. We're tired of helping fund our classrooms through candy and bake sales. Republicans in the legislature have indicated by their votes that they don't want to fully fund public education. Democrats will continue to support full funding of public schools at the state level to reduce the tax burden on homeowners and local businesses.
You see, there is a big difference between Republicans and Democrats in our outlook on issues that we believe should transcend party lines. On almost all issues facing Mississippians, it should not matter what party you identify with. We need grown-up discussions of issues instead of blindly following the party line. That is the attitude Mississippi Democrats have taken and will continue to take again this year on government accountability, jobs, education, and hospitals. There are other issues, however, where the governor just continues to be out of step with Mississippians.
The governor didn't think we could hear him when he said he didn't like falling gas prices. My mom and dad think lower gas prices are good things because we are more concerned about our bills than big oil companies.
When the governor took a trip to France in support of nuclear waste, I was amazed. I'm against it. Democrats are against it. And Republicans and the governor being for nuclear waste to create jobs, what is he thinking?
For the past few years, Republicans have introduced legislation to dramatically change the state retirement system and decrease benefits. They have even talked about ending annual cost of living adjustments, sometimes called the 13th check. Democrats oppose their changes. The recent problems uncovered at Singing River Hospital in Pascagoula show what can happen if Mississippians do not have a strong, secure retirement system. Democrats will protect the retirement system for our teachers and public employees.
Everybody who works for a living should be paid fairly, regardless of their gender. That is why the Democrats support the Evelyn Gandy Family Forward Act to ensure that qualified women in the workplace will not be paid less because she's a woman. We ask our Republicans to join us in this effort.
There are critical issues that should go beyond political parties. Mississippi Democrats believe that you want to see the parties find areas of agreement and work together to advance our state. For these issues to be successfully addressed and for positive action to be taken this year, Mississippi Democrats are asking our Republican colleagues to exhibit some independence and some courage and join Democrats on the front lines in working towards solutions Mississippians deserve. God bless you and God bless the great state of Mississippi.